Okay, there we are live, I think. Let's check if we over here. Okay, welcome to every single one of those one listeners we got there, which is you, Connor.
Oh,
So let's see what we got here today. Okay, this is the first stream we got for the team regionals. We are going to check out some decks to see if there's some interesting here. I got Connor, which is the carry of a team. What is your team called, Connor?
Bastards of Craster's Keep.
Bastards of Craster's. Is it Bastard of Craster or is it Bastard of Craster's Keep? Because I think I've written Keep.
Yeah, it's Keep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I got got it at least. Okay. So you didn't join this tournament before. Yeah, just before the submission was ending.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it was put upon me to find 2 decks.
Yeah, and you had 24 hours or less, maybe.
Less because I was working and stuff. So
Perfect. Okay, let's just. I'm just going to write that we're live, and this is going to be
yeah,
published on the YouTube channel as well, just as you know. Let's see. We are at here. We are live. I haven't done any streaming in a very long time, so
me too.
so
Me
yeah.
too. I'll probably do some during this tournament. I think.
Okay, yeah.
Looking.
So you have gotten the task of building 2 decks for your team, and in this tournament, each team is going to build four decks.
Yeah.
Three of the decks is going to be used in each matchup versus another team, and it's randomly paired. So this is going to be interesting to see what you brought, because just by looking at the deck you guys have, you got a Tyrell, a Martell, Greyjoy, and a Stark deck.
Yeah.
And the one I want to just go into straight away is this one, the Martell Many-Faced God, because the other one seems like a pretty standard deck. A bit. I know this is this Stark Crossing deck is a deck that Sophie has been playing a lot lately, and the Greyjoy Filthy is the go-to deck for my wife Kristin. So these are pretty standard, I guess. But this one, the Many-Faced God, I think this is the one that stands out for your team, isn't it?
It's the most different. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not rush. It's not like soft control. It's just yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to control your opponent's board and make sure you send the right characters back to hand with Daria and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Abusing harm in order to
Yeah.
reduce the Sand Snake's cost
Yeah,
with
and
the
and
agenda.
and and disclaimer, I've played against this deck. It is a fun deck, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it can do. And the big Sunspear, 5-cost Sunspear is in here as well, and one of my favorite cards, Gaston Grey. One copy of that, one cheeky copy to remove the big character. One cheeky Last of the Giant.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah. The threat is there. Varys is here as well. Just one copy though.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't want to overly push into that
Oh,
because if I'm ahead and I'm drawing into Varys, it's not helping.
yeah. Venomous Blade. Yeah. This is yeah. It's an interesting deck with things happening all over. So this is yeah. I think this can do some damage. What's this? Is this? Does this have any really good matchups? You think?
I think it's good against like weenies, so like it'd be okay against knights,
Yeah.
like weenie knights. It might be okay against builders with like the low cost curve.
Yeah.
Um, if it's not great against Stark aggro, I don't think.
Oh,
Stuff with like Grey Wind and stuff to remove low strength characters from the board
yeah.
isn't great. But other than that, it's
Yeah.
fairly competent.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see this deck in action. I hope I get the I hope that I can stream one of your games with this at least. So hopefully it will be paired in one of the round that I'm available for some streaming. Okay, let's move to the next team. That is Baelish Best Boys. Baelish Best Boys. Not sure. But I'm just gonna check who's on that team. Baelish Best Boys. No one were online at this moment. Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's
that's the
Cole, and
Storm Humbert.
Yeah.
Called the Storm Humbert and Alex Serban. I think that's what it's
Yep.
called. Okay, yeah. What are we looking at here? You think?
The most interesting is probably the Lanny Alliance, right?
Yeah, I think so as well. And I've been chatting a lot with Storm these past few weeks, and he thinks he said that this is the strongest Lanny deck around now. At least that's what he believes. So that is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got the mercenaries all over. So yeah, the stove tech. This is yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
Cersei's Informer for the draw, the filter, he's got the flea bottom.
yeah.
He's got he does have 5-cost Castle Rock to
Yeah,
keep topping up those cards, so yeah.
Yeah, so he will have gold available on the cards that needs it. I see 3 Septon. Usually when I see decks, they are running 1 shaky copy of it just to throw it in, and a 75 cards deck. Chances are
Yeah.
that it can be killed, but yeah, nothing to.
There is going to be a lot of gold flying around, so I do see the value in running multiple copies.
And yeah,
And
usually,
we all know that drawing Lanny isn't really a thing, right?
I was just going to say that. So it's gonna be fun to see this deck as well. This is a deck I'm going to struggle against. I'm really hoping I'm not playing versus this. So please, Storm, do not bring it against my team. Okay, let's move on. Beast from the East. This is the Polish team with Radek, Neo, and Makak, is it? I think so. I think Makak was the last player.
Radek. Yeah, Pavel. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah. Forgive me if I forgot one of the players there. Okay, Stark Fealty, Baratheon Conclave, Targaryen Prince, and Lanny Banner Kraken. What are we looking at here, Connor?
Well,
pretty standard, very strong decks, but for me, maybe Baratheon Conclave.
Yeah.
Let's look at that one because
the Lanny Kraken shadows. So yeah, we'll look at the Conclave.
Yeah. Okay. Plotline pretty standard. Got out with Parley at Storm's End. This is a plot that always fucks me over. I feel. King in the North, yes. All right.
Yeah, it's not as good as it used to be. You can't trigger anything really.
Yeah.
Except your events.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. A bunch of Maesters. 3 Marvin. I felt this was the golden standard in every Conclave deck, but I've seen a lot of decks just run 1 copy now. Especially with Nightwatch. So yeah, this and only 2 Delena.
Yeah, that's nice. But the deck does look good because you see a lot of quite a lot of conclaves that just literally run weenies.
Yeah.
But I'm like I really like to run a couple of big guys. So he's got the Renly and for the Econ and the Robert. Yeah. Just to control the board.
Yeah, and this Renly Baratheon is just it's an amazing card, isn't it? The ability is just spot on. It's just what you want to pay 6 gold for. It got 3 icons, renown, and you can get something else for it as well. I love this card. And totally useless with the milk on it.
yeah.
As it should be.
It's just a 6 for 3 Tricon.
Yep. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Probably gonna do some damage. But I do believe I do believe the 3 other decks they got will be the strongest decks. So they have 4 very strong decks, and yeah, there is proven decks all around. Neo won with this Starkfilter in German Nationals. I believe that it's that deck at least. So yeah, strong deck all around. Okay, Delena isn't enemies to lovers. Yes. This is for a really good name, by the way. And let's check who's the captain of that team. Is it
Peter?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. And they ended up with 4 players, so they probably got 1 deck each. Okay. One thing here. Just at the get-go, it's only 1 green side deck, and I think there's only 1 green side deck, and we probably know what this is. But yeah, is there some other decks here you want to look at, or Harrell Banner Dag?
I'm just gonna have a quick look, see what we've got.
Yeah, Baratheon Steel. There is not the most standard decks these 4 guys are running, and so this is going to be interesting all around. But what do you think? Who are we looking at?
Yeah, probably the Tyrell stack is probably the most interesting, because we know what Barristeel's going to do, right?
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Seems like you can banner in Stag everywhere, and you just put in a bunch of Delena. This is not my favorite card either.
It's the challenge removal, stand and remove, but because Delena's in play, you don't stand.
Yeah, House Florent Knight to do damage together with Mace, I guess, and we got the beautiful Renly Baratheon to get in 3 characters. Yeah, interesting. There was the restricted card here, Scheming Septon. I would believe that most are going for Old Town. Because value out of Old Town, but maybe there isn't anything that kind of 100% knows.
Probably for the gold.
Yeah,
it's probably for the gold for the Shrewd Diplomats and the High Garden.
Yes. It is really costly, these cards, so yeah, you got it right there. And we also got Throne and Chamber, not full on though, like 2 copies of each. So yeah, this can do a little bit of both things, like character removals and some defensive. Just win 2 grand melees. Oh.
Yeah, because it can remove characters from challenges, so yeah.
All right. Looks good. Okay, then we're over to Forgotten Regions. And before you say anything, I just want... The most interesting thing here is this.
You missed it,
and we can just scroll down, and I'll mark the card and highlight it here. Beautiful card, right?
Banned.
Yeah, there's a great hammer waiting for this team. But this is maybe the best team to get the hammer, because we know there is coming entertainment when Pierre is on the team. So there will be some entertainment from this team, and I'll just remove this card, because this is not allowed. The Iron Throne, Nope Throne is not allowed. But yeah, let's check. Is there any decks we should look at here? Arg Sea of Blood, maybe?
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna. I don't know. Yeah, we'll look at that.
Yeah, we can look at some of the others, but I feel that Martell, Knights of the Hollow Hill, and Rara, Assault from Shadows is probably gonna be pretty
standard.
Yeah, pretty standard, and maybe this as well. Let's see. I'm just looking at the events straight away, and we got Sunburn here. Yes, this is probably Benjamin Palpos deck. 3 Dragon is no slave. Do we got? Yeah, she's here. Daenerys is here. Okay. It's not full on though.
No.
We got old dragons. Yeah, 3 copies of old dragons. You could have pushed it a bit further, I think. Yeah, but
with
maybe he
what,
has
like
found
Astapor, or
what?
with what could he have pushed it with, like Astapor or?
No. I was just thinking that he maybe should just add more, just additional copies of Consuming Flame and Dracarys, but maybe he has just found the golden middle ground here with what he can afford and stuff. But Astapor, okay. Yeah, this is probably gonna do damage against a lot of decks. We got Kindly Man to feed the agenda as well. That is going to be really great to reduce the cost of Consuming Flames. Like, Consuming Flames for 0 cost is pretty amazing. So, yeah, this... I know Palpa is testing a lot, so... I think this deck is really strong, and we got 3 Barristan Stelmios. Oh my lord, 3. Okay. We got some claim and Sweet Sleeps. Yeah. Anything we should add to this? 2 of Marine.
No, I think we've pretty much covered it. Yeah. It's an aggro burn hybrid with Drogo and Barristan.
Yeah. This is I would love to play this deck myself. To be honest, it looks really good. Okay, as burn goes, other burn deck we dropped to talk about was Baelish Best Boys Targaryen Battle of the Rose. This I can confirm that this is the best burn deck I've ever played. It is so freakishly strong. So yeah, good luck to those who face that deck. It's been restricted.
We missed the Flademan, by the way.
A Flademan? What was it?
Yeah, we went straight to Forgotten Regions and we missed the Flademan.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry to the Flademan. Who's in the Flademan? Oh, it's the Kansut, Johannes, Dennis, and who's the last player there?
Paul.
Yeah, Paul. So that's the most international team with players from all around. That's cool. They just merged together and just asked around who's available, and they formed a team. So that's really great. Okay, what are we looking at here, though? What do you think, Connor? Is it the breath? I'm curious at the both Martell, Aloof, and Baratheon alliance.
The Aloof might be more interesting than the alliance because I believe the alliance is Cohort Knights. Yeah, it's Cohort Knights.
Okay, let's go. Let's go in there. Okay, and this is the faction that has been most restricted the last year. So yeah, the restricted card is Sacred Schemes.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that should be... Getting those cards is so important. Okay, what are we looking at here, Connor? Okay,
so
removal.
We're looking at Strength Bombs with Duran, the Swording in the Morning. What's that actually do? I've not read it.
Okay, we got plenty of events. Someone always tells how are we triggering it? Are triggering it with Little Fingers Medley. This is a card that kind of disappeared after the
rework.
Yeah. And we had At the Gates and a bunch of city plots that could help out with this, but that went away. So it's good to see it back. And Little Fingers Meddling is going to help a lot with this. So this is going to be a tricky card to flip the correct plot set. So yeah, naval as well. This is...
it'll be behest into naval and stuff like that, or noble cause.
Brenton, yes. Red Viper, Horset Viper. Cool. Cool to see him
I'm not
play.
seeing any way to increase his strength. Oh, Prince's Plan. We've got 1x Prince's Plan. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, sorry.
Okay.
Let's jump to the next one. So, and then there's the House Goodman. Baratheon, Trident, Tyrell Crossing, Martell, Valyrian Steel, Greyjoy Prince that was promised. Okay, what stands out here for you?
Probably is the Martell Valyrian Steel with the because obviously there'll be a bit of variance in attachments.
Yeah, this was. I marked down some of the decks that I wanted to look at, and this was one of them for sure. Yeah, we got icon removal all around here, Imprison, yeah, and negative attachment all over. Or if they're not negative, to put on the characters, they are really negative. Okay, is the sound okay, guys? The sound falls out here, but maybe it's my AirPods that's the problem. Okay, I don't know, really. We cannot hear ourselves on stream, so that would be sad if it's not working out. So please let us know if it's still bad. Okay, I'm just writing in the chat. Can someone tell us if it works?
Hello. There we go. I lost connection.
Okay, let's change it up. Closing the door. I got kids that that are trying to go to sleep, but it's not always that easy. Okay, hopefully the sound is good, because it says that it cuts, so but we should be at least a couple of guys in listening, so hopefully the problem is on her end. But we don't know. Okay,
fingers crossed.
Let's move on. What more can we say about this though? Okay. Big Sunspear here as well. It's the second time we see it. Doran's Game, Powder Twins. This is gonna be a nasty deck as well, I guess. Yeah. A lot of icon removal.
Two cards that drag characters into challenges with Illyria and Sword in the Morning. So
yeah. So this is going to be interesting to see how it does it. Plotline pretty straightforward. Doran's Behest is always in there because that's freaking strong opener. So yeah. Okay. Let's move on to House Hanover. Okay, these guys got a win rate that are creeping up towards 70%. And before you say anything here, this is the deck we're going to check out because Martell and Mummer's Farce. Yes. So, first off, 26 characters. You know there's something up. And what's also interesting here is the team lineup, because we got maybe the player with highest win ratio in the world playing at this team, with at least with over 200 games registered. So yeah, and he's probably playing this deck. I don't know for sure, but he maybe is. There's Leonard Pega. I don't know.
Pega.
I'm butchering his name. Sorry.
Yeah, he likes Martell, so I'd see him playing this.
Okay. Krista says that she hears something sometimes.
Maybe she needs to clean her ears out.
Yeah, maybe because we are perfectly clear on our side. Okay, they're going to be double sound now. I'm just gonna look if there is her or us. It's probably us, but let's not tell her that. Okay. Okay, let's tell you that. Okay, let's tell you that. It sounds like. Okay, let's tell you that. Maybe it sounds like. Okay, let's tell you that. Maybe it. Okay. I think. I think it works. Whole Magic. Okay. Hey, hi, Tom Magic. How is the sound? Okay, Kristin, did you hear us? Okay, now I forgot where we were. Okay, what is this? What is this deck? The Mummer's First deck here. If someone had just given me a deck and told me that this is what I'm going to play, I was just going to say that, okay, but how? How am I going to get this to work? And for some reason, I think there got to be a way, right?
Yeah. I honestly myself, I do not know.
No, that's what's so brilliant.
it's I can't. I don't know what's going on here.
No, and that's what makes this really interesting. This is also a deck I really want to follow. I hope this gets a lot of matches to see those to see those fools do stuff. 3 Jingle Bell. Yeah. This is really interesting to me. A 3 Princess Plan. 3 Someone Always Tells. Yeah, we got plenty. We only 20 events, so Florian to give renown to every single one of. Is this the thing though? Just push out and do one big challenge, flip Doran's game and win it with that?
Probably, and give stealth.
Yeah. This is yeah. Enough about this. This is gonna be fun. Good deck building, guys. This is gonna be a really cool deck to follow. Okay, Knights of the Crockery Buffet. Okay. There we see Builder's deck, Nightwatch Wars to Come, Stark Filthy, Standard Filthy, I believe, Martell, Knights of the Hollow Hill. This deck is a deck I recently played against, I believe, and Graveyard Prince that was promised. This is a 4 top decks.
Yeah. The prince that was promised is, I believe, Balon. So.
Yeah. Okay. What do you feel? What do you want to look at? I can perfectly hear your keyboard.
They're all kind of standard here, so I don't know.
No, I'm sorry. I almost checked out another Martell deck here, but I'm checking out the Nightwatch deck.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Brandon's Gift. Okay. Yes, this is a really standard builder's deck, and this is okay. He has changed something up. Okay, the Bloody Flux. This is a deck that's been around for a long time. This was the go-to deck for Argento. So I know that this is really strong, probably the best builder's deck, as he got so much to flip into. Like he has a spot for the pointy end as well, and he wins initiative, can be defensive like the builders want to do. 63 cards. This is one of the world's best players that has built this deck, and I was just, why is this 63 cards? And he has updated this deck, that I know for sure, and it's still 63 cards. And when I asked him about this a year ago, or maybe 1.5 years ago, he just told me that why not? And I was just, yes, but everyone says 60 card. You need 60 cards. That's perfect. No more. And he said, yes, but I want 63 cards because all of those 63 cards are equally good. So he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for him if he draws one or the other. So he, seems like he still sticks to that.
Yeah, he's got ways to filter his deck and draw cards.
Yeah. That's, as the chat says as well. As Tomagic says, there's so much draw in Night Watch, so it's not a problem. Probably not. So, when I played Builder's deck, I also copied this and played. Yeah, my sweet spot is always 62 cards. I can never manage to get down to 60, anyways. But yeah, this is very very standard, isn't it? Peace and prosperity.
The plot lineup isn't standard though.
No. But is this to use it as an opener if you're feeling like you can be hit by Summer Harvest, maybe?
What, like Peace and Prosperity?
Prosperity, yeah, Peace and Prosperity. Yeah. Sorry, you're probably not looking at the same thing as I am looking at. So, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't understand the purpose of the warrior.
No, it's just solid income and it's fast.
Yeah. The initiative and the gold and the reserve with the maiden. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's only it's just to finish it off. I think if you are close enough as a builder player to go on the offensive. So yeah. It's a solid deck, that's for sure. Okay, Old Nanjing, the Chinese guys. Yes. What are we looking? Oh, we are looking at 4 top decks again. We see that some has gone for some surprises and some just standard. This is solid. We are gonna win this shit, and that's good. That's good to have both present here. What are you looking at though? A Realm Banner of the Lion or Breath in Assault, maybe?
Probably the Tyrell deck, right?
Yeah.
Most barrier assaults are. There's some slight changes, but most of them are pretty similar.
Yeah. Catspaw is the first card I'm just looking at here, and yeah, cool. Comes out of shadows, pay X gold to choose another character with print cost X or lower and return it to its owner's hands. Okay. So yeah, you. Okay, sorry, this is probably a stupid question, but to return a 3-cost character, do you pay 3 gold since it's Shadow 2, or do you?
So you pay the Shadow cost first. So you pay 2, and if you want to return a character, you'd have to pay another 3 gold. So it's a 5 gold card basically.
Yeah, but if you're returning a 1-cost character, do you still have to pay the Shadow price here?
Yeah.
2? Yeah. So you have to pay
3.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So you pay 3 total. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. This is interesting though. Sir Boris Blunt has made a cut here. Or is this interesting? This because this is potted with the White Sword event, right?
Yeah, but it's not we are seeing a lot of Kingsguard, but it's not it's not its theme. Its theme's more shadows based, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, brilliant! The Queen of Thorns is here. I would love to see 3 copies to see her often, but yeah, and Varys, the Shadow Varys.
Yeah. The Shadows Varys can be very, very, very strong.
Yeah. This is one of the more interesting Tyrell Banner line decks, I think. This is only
I was expecting just Knights, but Shadows is good.
Yeah, only one Hollow Hill. So he's happy with this draw.
The Undercity will take care of that, so.
Yeah, cool. Plotline is pretty basic. Yeah, the father is there though. The father is there for Sir Boris, of course. I forget that he exists after the restricted list. Yes, okay, let's move to the Painter Servants. This is one of the last team to join the tournament. I think this is the Tomagic's team, isn't it? I think so, at least. Targaryen Knights of the Realm. We stopped there. Oh, forget about the others. This is the most most interesting deck. It got to be. Horsemen are knights to me. Okay, and I immediately see Attorney for the King, and the reason I laugh is because Targaryen does not have knights, or they have two, and it's the same character, isn't it? Like Burst and Selmy is the only knight they got.
They've got three now. They've got Barry, Jorah, and Duckfield.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And we got one copy of Rolly here. So Jorah, 3 copies of him. Does he save himself with a discard when he got 3 betrayal tokens?
You can't. The dupe won't save him because it's sacrifice, not discard.
Okay. Okay, so Knighted is what will save them when it comes to the draw, I guess. They need to have at least one of these characters here to get the 3 draw. And it's some Knights decks in the tournament, but I think probably they will be okay. Just Mulligan after Ser Jorah and you're fine. 3 Koto, Khal Drogo. The Thraki is gonna do stuff here. Blood of my blood. Do we have Raiding Khalasar? Yes, we have.
Yes.
So an exchange of information to get those knighted. Sweet Sleep and Drogo Sarak and Beg. Yeah.
We also have Gifts of the Widow to find anything required.
Yeah, we have. Okay, yeah. So they will probably be totally okay with the. Yeah, I think they will be okay that the agenda actually will work out, but they need to sacrifice some cards to get this to work, though. So, yeah, but I think
they need to see a lot of stuff before it can get moving. I mean, the backup plan is just slap face with Khal Drogo, right?
Yeah, but so far, this was at least the most interesting agenda choice. So that is really cool. It's a stupid deck, but I love it. Yes, to Magic, but that's what we love as well. It is something different that's gonna. We're gonna find it on stream, I think. Well, I thought it.
There's no such thing as a stupid deck.
No. Yeah, there is stupid decks. just ask around. You will get answers. Okay, Ser Jorah's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Okay, I'll just check. That's Nico and Robert Charvat and Hannes. Who's the last one? Sorry. I think there. I think it's
Nico.
Yeah, Nico and Hannes and Robert Charvat and
Lucas.
One more. Lucas. Yeah. Let's. It's one of the strongest teams, I believe. Lanny, Banner of the Rose. So probably the same thing we saw before. I don't know. It was the other way around though. Tyrell, Banner of Lion, I think. Greyjoy Prince, Nightwatch Reigns, Tyrell White. Oh, this is a really strong lineup, isn't it?
Sorry, what we're looking at?
So many good players and so many good decks. What are we looking at here, though?
Probably the Nightwatch Reigns, right?
Yeah. Okay. Nightwatch Reigns für Team Regional. Okay. Let's look at the plotline. Expose duplicity, filthy accusations, power behind the throne, the pointy end, wildfire assault. Okay. It's steward based, of course. We need some intrigue icons to get this to work. And Daiwin is here. Divin. I don't know.
Tywin, yeah.
Tywin, okay. Force Patrol, cost effective. If we got Sir Jeremy
Fist.
Ricker here as well. Oh, yes. Great Ranging is here. Jon Snow, Wildling Jon Snow is here. It's so many good characters in this deck. If this gets rolling, yeah. You wouldn't mind having Delena against this, I guess.
Yeah, the only person that's standing is Jon.
yeah, but that's so annoying when you got Delena on board and just the best character they got still stands. So yeah, it's going to be a deck that can be hard to stop. One spare boot, so some of the cards are. You can milk some of the cards, but Great Ranging is always untouchable. So yeah, best card in game probably. So this is gonna be a tough deck. Nothing special in the location department. Only one the wall,
which is nice to see. It's refreshing. It's not a main focus.
Yeah. But I think it could have been 3 as well. I think if they were at 59 cards, I think they would just bump it up. But
I mean, there's a lot of characters.
As you say, that it's cool that they do something different and put to the sword. I haven't seen this card in the last 1.5 years before I went to German Nationals and got slapped in the face twice with this event. And now it's returning, and it's just it's a good card that's costly. So I think I think it's cool that it's returning and fresh recruits.
Yep,
it's 3 cost just to get some cards to go as duplicates to save characters. So it can be worth it, and they are using 2. So yeah. It probably is.
I mean, getting that dupe for the Great Ranging and your Jon Snow is pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's move on to the Brown Pants. Stefan's team with Harrison and Marcel. Lannister, Kraken, Night Sword, Steel, Tyrell, Reigns, Stark, Felty. They have also gone for a really, 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 really strong lineup of decks here. What are we looking at? I don't know. I haven't checked out these decks. I'm just gonna got a cheat sheet here somewhere. What were I? Have we looked at the Tyrell Reigns deck? Yeah, we have. Not sure actually.
No, we looked at Night's Watch Reigns. We didn't look
at Reigns just now. Okay. No, I don't know. Is this a standard Stark Felty?
If it would let me click on it, that would be great. There we go. I don't think it is.
No.
It's okay.
No,
it's a bit different.
Yeah. It's Winter Reserve, so it's based on winter plots, and this is it's not that fast as the usual Renown Stark Filthy, but it's still fast, I believe, because we got Rickard Karstark to do some damage. Maybe it is equally fast because there's a lot of renowned characters here as well. No, 2? No, it's
3.
not. Yeah, so it's a bit more on the control side. We got 2 Carhold as well, 3 Winterfell, Shadow of the North to raise some claims. The North remembers, sacrifice to stand everything again.
Yep.
Mira read a couple of those to remove what's to cancel out the greatest characters the opponent have, and Graven. And with a bit luck, you can get Graven to do a couple of he can have a feast.
He can be good in certain matchups.
Yeah. This and
yeah.
Just solid winter plots. And Doheris as the reset. Yeah, a cold deck. Okay, the Fist of the First Men. That is my team.
So what we're looking at? Come on, what we're looking at? The Red Door.
It's the one I think is most interesting, at least. Now I don't know. Greyjoy Filthy, we're not looking at that. It's pretty standard. Stark, Aloof and Apart, it's pretty standard because this would be a Filthy deck. Lannister Reigns, yeah, it is my deck. I think. Gazdastadan! This is impossible to pronounce, so yes.
The Skahazadon.
No, the way I said it was much better. So, yeah, the ID here is pretty much kill everything and or make them rage quit.
You're not playing Leo, are you? He's on your team, right?
Yeah, he's on my team. I have tried to practice this deck with my teammates. I have not played a full match. I have played one round, and then I noticed that my opponent had left when I was mid challenge. So when I was going to attack, I just it's your turn. Can you pass? And then I saw my opponent had left the game. So I haven't. This isn't tested that much. So
I mean, if it makes people leave the game, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's actually I see now that I've made an error. Oh shit! This Ser Jorah is the wrong Ser Jorah. So that is something I'm gonna struggle with in setup probably. So yep.
I mean, you can set him up in the shadows for the same cost. It just means you don't have a character.
Yeah. That wasn't. Yes.
Oops.
Yeah. It's a good thing I noticed this now.
Not in the middle of the game. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I did that once. I was so happy to see Drogon in my setup hand, and noticing that it cost 3 less than the Drogon I was gonna play. So the most interesting thing with this deck is that the burn with the Skazatahan, and got 3 Great Pyramid and 3 Marine, and I got cheeky Tears of Liz. So just some added kill effects.
Yeah. Tears is good. Tears is always good.
Yeah, I haven't used it in any decks. So hopefully it will be undefeated. I can choose that myself with just not picking it in any match. So let's see. Yeah, the Foxy Knights. Let's see who is on the Foxy Knights. Foxy Knights.
Aaron Groff, Jim Hansen, Todd Jansen, William
Todd,
Lentz.
and I just played versus Todd actually. You could burn. All right. That is not liking the burn deck. Okay. Let's see. Lanny Crossing. Tyrell Knights. Dark Filthy. Martell Wars. Okay. I know though, because I clicked into this deck, that the Lannister Lord of Crossing is a Frey deck.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe that's one we want to look at.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Frey Crossing aggro. Okay, I've at least read the title.
It's a clone.
Yeah, the clone, double clone. So it probably has been sent. Okay, late Lord Frey plot is here. One heads on a spike, heir to the Iron Throne. Okay, yeah, because they have the Frey
Lordling
Lordling as well to
Mm.
just fetch Cersei. So they have Cersei and a lot of Frey characters. Oh, not a lot of Frey characters though. They
7.
have 3 Frey Lordlings,
9.
3 Frey Bastards, 1 Jingle Bell, and 1 Walder. No, 2 Walder.
Yeah. And Jenna.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, 2 Jenna as well. Frey Hospitality. Oh, 3 cost 7. This is. I played versus a deck looking like this in the first round was Champion of Westeros, and everything would have died if my opponent would have found this event 1 round earlier. So yeah.
I've used it once and I've got it off once, but that's it.
Yeah, this is a card you. Yeah, I've built some Frey decks and I always seem to cut it, but when game after you cut this event, you know you're gonna win that challenge with 20 strength. So
I mean,
yeah.
just play it out of Tyrell and use Might of the Reach.
Yeah, then you're gonna
6 gold on event in a round. I know, but I've done it.
It will feel like that it's worth it at least. Okay, 1 the twins. Can Jingle Bell fetch? No. Yes, he can. Jingle Bell can fetch the twins. That's cool. Okay, and then it's just the solid characters they got with Joffrey. I think this is cool though. Joffrey and Tommen is here. The Tickler. Discard a top card of an opponent's deck, then you may choose 1 copy of that card and discard it from play. I had this happen to me just a couple of days ago. That's not something that usually are happening. Tickler. So yeah. Main card here is still Cersei though.
Yep.
She is built for this deck. So Cersei and Costly Rock. So yeah, probably gonna do some damage. And then we are at the final. Frey Crossing is fun, says Kristen. Yeah, she just played deck with Frey Crossing. Okay, Wolves of the Hollow Hill. Baratheon Knights of the Hollow Hill, Tyrell Lord of the Crossing, Targaryen House with the Red Door, and Greyjoy Kings of Winter. So, what do you want to look at?
Yeah, well, we know the Red Doors just probably is going to be similar to yours.
Let's see.
Maybe not. Oh, it's Red Door Dragon Pit.
Yeah, Red Door Dragon Pit. You can just look fast. It is. They have put in the correct Ser Jorah as well as the Shadow one, so that's something that's good. Music of Dragons. I'm just looking at events here, so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit different.
It's good with the fact that Drogon has ambush.
Yeah. That's
so. Yeah. It's only a 1 gold event, right? So.
Yeah, it's a bit different from my deck, but of course they are doing kind of the same thing. But at least it's not a deck. The Dragon Pit deck is not a deck that you see often. Neither does Kahaz the Hound, so it's a bit. But I think everyone needs to think a bit differently now. But I was just gonna click in. I'm a bit curious at this Kings of Winter.
Yep, we can look at that.
Because did we open this? Maybe I think I've looked at this. Okay, this is a Harlaw deck.
It's hand choke, so it'll probably open wraiths into False Spring.
Yeah.
But it's attacking the hand.
Yeah.
A
A
lot.
Fleet from the
That
Ten
looks like-
Towers, the new Harlow card. This seems like it might be worth those for gold. Probably gonna be 6 strength for 4, 2 icons and for 4 gold. That's something.
Yeah, and the renown's not bad, and the fact that it's a four cost army with assault isn't bad either.
It gains renown as well. This is brilliant. I was okay with it without renown.
Without renown.
Yeah, because of Harlow, you pay only 3 for it. So yeah. This is a bonkers card in this deck though. Oh, Hotto. Yeah, Nighttime Marauders goes very well with what was the plot? Fall Spring?
Yeah, because then you have hand knowledge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have, when you play it, you have 5 income, so you can probably, if you put it in the round before, probably play it in this round as well, but probably the round after.
There's plenty of econ.
Yes.
There's a bit of econ. You've got the island. If you're destroying that, if you're destroying the hand, your markets are going to be online. So
yeah. True. Okay, 1 Bloody Cup and 3 Risen. That is in every single deck. We do not sow 2 copies of it. That's what's expected, I guess.
this is definitely a Richard deck, though.
Yeah, it's good.
It's Alanis.
Yeah, Alanis is the card. So yeah, some draw. He's gonna have draw while the opponent's not. And we got 3 copies of Varys. I didn't see that.
Oof.
He's gonna marshal Varys as well. That is the way Varys should be played. Well played, Richard. I like this very much. Because it isn't any way to cheat it in, right?
No.
Perfect.
No, I can't see one.
No, that's yeah, I like that. I like that very much, and it's so cool when you marshal it and your opponent just looks at it as player 1, and you go play as player 2 and marshal Varys, and he cannot do anything with it. It just sits there for a whole round. Maybe grabs a intrigue claim and and then he removes everything. So yeah, brilliant. That's gonna be frustrating. Yeah.
This is funny. Yeah, but we just know Richard's gonna marshal Varys, then he's gonna get milked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. This can happen. I think I'm playing versus these guys, so this can happen against me, probably. So yeah, I think we covered all teams.
Yep.
1 deck. Some got 2 decks, but yeah. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. From what we've seen, obviously neither you nor me knows every player and every team here, but do we got a favorite team here? Just by looking at the decks and scrolling through this, do you see something that stands out? Hi, Richard. We just talked about your deck.
I don't know. I see the burn decks doing fairly well, to be honest, for the most part.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because we've seen a lot of low end decks looking through these.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What about teams, though? Is there any team you think will dominate this? Is the Bastard of Craster's Keep gonna go with a perfect record in this tournament?
Yeah, no.
What?
I can only hope that I play well enough, but I don't see it going too well. For me, at least.
I'm sure. I know for a fact that your team is gonna be pretty active. So,
Oh yeah, we'll practice a lot.
So
But
yeah, at least you will know your decks, and
Yeah.
I know the Greyjoy Filthy deck is absolutely tremendous. So that deck will do damage. But I haven't checked out the decks. It might be a lot of tech against the Greyjoy decks here. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'm looking a bit at the Polish guys here and Beast from the East, and 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 the Chinese guys as well in Old Nanjing. Obviously the fist of the first man.
I just think the Wolves of the Hollow Hill are just gonna make Sweeney play every game, and they probably win the tournament.
I was gonna suggest those guys as the third team. I think will do its work. And it seems like Richard submitted wrong deck, so that's cool, Richard. But if it was the deck we just talked about, the Greyjoy Winter, it seems interesting. Was it this one? Ah, illegal. Yeah, that would be fun though. If it's illegal. Okay. Yeah. Most interesting deck by far is for me the deck with Knights, Targaryen Knights, Painter Servants by Tomagic. I think it was him that made it. At least he kind of rooted for it as well. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. Let's see. I think we're wrapping it up. So thank you so much for joining, Connor. I hope that we get to stream a couple of games. We will probably play some games against each other in practice. I hope that we can practice some together. And yeah, it's gonna be. I really hope this is gonna be a really fun tournament.
Well, let's just hope for no whitewashes and some nice back and forth games.
Yeah. But it can be some games that will be tricky for some teams, as there is a couple of teams that have only top tier decks. So when the stars align, they get the best matchup as well. So it's random. It is random pairing, so we can get some matchup that is really hard for some teams. But yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, thank you for everyone that follows us, and we will just end the stream now. So bye bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.